Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of the CenlaGOAT show here on UrbanCast. I'm your host, Jack, and tonight we're joined with a very special uh, guest, Coach Sykes, from the booming metropolis of Colfax, Louisiana, who's spearheading, he along with some other folk, the Grant Parish inaugural basketball camp. We're looking forward to driving into into some great discussion here and hearing all about this exciting new initiative. And remember, we want to hear from y'all too out there in the in cyber world out there. Drop your questions and comments. If you're not registered to vote, we definitely encourage everybody to get out there and go register to vote. You can do so online here in the state of Louisiana by going out to www.govote.com, and you can register. All you have to have is your driver's license and just follow those instructions that are out there. With that said, Coach Sykes, it's a pleasure to have you on with us tonight.
It's a pleasure for me to be here.
Could you start off by telling us a little bit about yourself and what inspired you guys to move forward with this basketball camp that you guys are going to have up at in Colfax?
Yeah, Kenny Sykes. I'm from Colfax, Louisiana. We've been talking about it after I got inducted to the Grambling Legend Hall of Fame. You know, we've been talking about doing something for the kids back in Grant Parish. We know, with a lot of things going on in today's world, a lot of kids not being involved and active. And that's, one of the main reasons why we wanted to push forward with this, to at least introduce the kids to the game of basketball. Mm-hmm. And at this camp, it'll be a lot of, fundamental things going on, some things that they can work on their own. If they have any aspiration on being, taking basketball to the next level. Mm-hmm. Then it'll be some educational stuff, just in case if basketball don't work. We're going to have a few people from, I think, AT&T and Procter & Gamble coming out speaking with some kids on the, and that'll be the educational part of it, letting them know what they can do to probably get involved in, corporate America, and just in case if basketball don't work. But I think it's, it's good. We want to, get involved with it and see where it goes from here, and hopefully it'd be a good turnout and we can do this every year.
Okay. And Coach, you are from Colfax, but you are, with the school system there in Caddo Parish at the big time Booker T. Washington High
Yes,
School,
sir.
right? All right.
Yes,
all
sir.
Right.
Born and raised in Colfax, Louisiana, Pineville, went to Dry Prone Junior High. And that's what's special about this event, because the place that we're having at B22 Fitness is where I started playing basketball at Dry Prone Junior High.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. That's awesome. That's awesome. So what's the, you talked about, what inspired you guys, but can you delve a little bit deeper into the main goals that, at the end of the day, when the kids leave there, what's really the main goals that you guys want to drive home, the weekend of the event?
Well, no matter what goes on, you want to push forward with the discipline side of it.
Mm-hmm.
Discipline and structure. That's what a lot of kids have problems with, in the school system. I see every day.
Mm-hmm.
They want to do things their way,
Mm-hmm.
And, once you put things in play and you be disciplined and willing to work, that'll take you further in life, because people, want to deal with people who, want to follow rules and be part of organization. Every organization you be part of, there's going to be some structure and there's going to be some discipline, some rules that you have to follow. So mm-hmm. That's the main thing, especially with young kids, and letting them and make them understand that, no matter what you do, you're going to have grades and put yourself in position. You got to graduate from high school. You got to put forth your best effort in the classroom, and if you play in sports, that's a plus, because what I found out in the corporate America, in the real world, people like to hire people who play sports, because they know you had to deal with going to class and,
mm-hmm.
and being on time for study hall and hitting the weight room and going through a lot of trenches and battle tested,
Right.
because you don't have no grades and you're not going to be able to play any sports or whatever you're trying to be involved in high school. And that's where it starts at, because if you get all that stuff under your belt under the high school level, then it'll catapult you on into college and things like that, or wherever you want to go in the real world.
You say that, but the Olympics is, just where we just had them for the last 2 weeks. And what's the young lady named Thomas that graduated from Harvard, or working on a master's at Harvard right now in bio?
Gabby Thomas, I think.
Yeah, Gabby Thomas. Yeah, and here she is, a gold medalist and also a serious student as well, in the sciences and all that kind of good stuff. So that's really important that we highlight that educational aspect of everything. Um, Before we go any further, let us know when the event is going to happen, Coach. And I'm going to come back around on that again at the end. But for those that are just joining us, when is this event?
This event will be this Saturday
Mm-hmm.
from 8 to 1 o'clock
Mm-hmm.
at B22 Sports Complex in Dry Prone, Louisiana.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And can you share some of the highlights, activities that the participants can look forward to during the camp?
We'll have several shooting stations. We'll start up, with registration. Once everybody get there, then we'll do a little stretching.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you got them bones and joints loose, to get
Mm-hmm.
up and down. Then we'll break them down in the stations, what have you. Based on how many kids we have, we're gonna separate them. We'll keep some in the gym, and then
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna have some going on to the, some of the people that we have coming in speaking from Procter and Gamble and AT&T. And
Mm-hmm.
we'll rotate them out, and everybody will go from station to station. Got a lot of giveaways. We're gonna have some surprises, some gifts, and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the best campers or what have you. But
Mm-hmm.
the basic fundamentals, dribbling, passing, rebounding, shooting, free throw shooting, defense. Those are the things that that you will see 100% of the time when you're playing basketball. So
Mm-hmm.
those are some of the things that we'll be working on, and I'll be going around from station to station, being involved, talking with the kids and demonstrating and helping out, wherever I need be.
All right. Well, how can the community get involved and support the camp? I know you guys are ready to start executing right now, but is it anything that you guys, if someone wanted to, maybe donate or something like that? Are
Yes,
there?
they can reach out to Miss Hamilton. It has 2 numbers on the page. Reach
Mm-hmm.
out to those guys. But the main thing is, get them kids up out that house, off their game, and get them involved and let them be active. That's the main thing. Because letting them, introducing them to them. A lot of kids probably don't know, but just introduce them to them, and you never know where it's gonna take you. But just being involved and active, then that's the main thing. Because like I said, there's a lot going on. And a lot of kids just, don't worry about what's going on with your circumstances. It's people you can reach out to, family members, and just make sure. I think they have something set up where they'll have transportation if people don't have rides. I think
Mm-hmm.
they'll have transportation set up for kids to get there. So
Okay.
shouldn't be no excuse for people, if you want your child to come out and have a good time and get introduced to the game of basketball. Or whatever, if they're already involved in basketball, pick up on a few pointers to enhance their game. This is the event they want to come to on Saturday.
Okay. Are there any specific age groups that you guys are going to be working with this weekend?
We'll go from 3rd grade to 12th grade.
Okay.
So we, we say 3rd grade to 12th grade, but if any kid is out there, that love the game of basketball, want to be involved, I'm quite sure if they show up, we'll figure out, throw them in the mix.
You figure out a way, huh?
Yes, sir.
For folk who are interested in signing up, what do they need to know? Bring with them to the camp.
Oh, it's a link they have. They have to go sign up. It's a waiver on there for its insurance purposes. But come prepared with gym shoes, shorts, and be ready to work out and break a good sweat. We're gonna get up and down a little bit. We're gonna do a little conditioning, not a lot, but just some things that they can work on and be prepared for. Because I tell kids, each level that you play for, starting from junior high, each level that you play at, it gets faster. Athletes get bigger from junior high to high school to college, then on to the next level, overseas, NBA, what have you. So, just be prepared, come ready with some gym shoes and shorts, and, be ready to have a little fun. And, if you need to bring your water bottle, keep your little fluid in you, and make sure you hydrate.
Coach, I know you touched on it a few minutes ago about the teamwork and the discipline, that employers look for in sports. Can you dive into it a little bit more about what are the real keys for young folk participating in sports, not only basketball, but be it baseball, football, soccer, whatever it is, swimming. What are some of the key benefits of keeping these kids active with us in the sports and stuff like that?
Well, the main thing I tell people all the time, when you're dealing with kids, you gotta be ready to be involved. You gotta be disciplined. You gotta be dedicated to that sport, to work on your craft. And the biggest thing is, like I tell people all the time, you're gonna have some kids that are gonna have more talent than others. But it's the way you carry yourself and then being a team player. Don't go out showboating and all those things. If you have a player on your team that you're better than, the only way you're gonna get the ball, that kid may be able to handle the ball better, and you might be a shooter, but at the same time, you have to be on the same page. And then when you're doing that thing as a coach, you have to navigate through and find out what player best fits your program. A lot of times you take a chance on a kid who's having a lot of issues in the classroom, and you try to put him in a position to be part of a team. And sometimes it work out, sometimes it don't. I tell kids all the time, I like to take chance on kids who play hard, have a great attitude. Whereas a kid with more talent, I know when the game get on the line, he gonna find a way to complain and all that. But that kid who's playing hard and a team player, he's just going out playing hard and trying to win for Booker T. Washington High School. So that's some of the things that we try to instill. And, sometimes, like I said, you can't save everyone. You just try to, make the best of it.
Okay, all right. Looking ahead, what do you see the future of this basketball camp going to be there in that big booming metropolis of between Colfax and Dry Pond, Louisiana?
We want to make it a big every year a big event. We open it up, and maybe we can expand on different age groups and things like that. But we just trying to get the kids involved. I know back to school. Everybody's back in school. We started last week, and we trying to get these kids to be active. So we want to take this thing and make sure that it grows. We want this event to happen every year, and maybe we can expand. And we got it open for not just for kids in Colfax, but anybody who signs up. We want to make sure if they come, we want to accommodate them and show them a great time.
So if anybody coming from Rapides Parish, they can come as long as they come ready, signed up, and all that kind of stuff.
Sign that waiver, and we'll be ready to go.
Y'all ready to rock and roll? I hear you. Is there any specifics you think the folks in the community might want to, that we didn't cover here in the questions? Is it anything that you want to say to the folk out there that we may have missed, in the questions and things of that nature?
I mean, a lot of people probably don't know, but the camp is free.
Okay.
So that's one thing that, when we talked about it, I just say, hey, let's start out, let's open it up and see where it goes. And I know a lot of times financial problems be a problem where kids can't go and participate in things, but we wanted to open it up to the community, and it doesn't matter what age, we want everybody to come. I want everybody to come out and show up. I'm coming back. I'm excited about coming back home, and and kind of seeing, what type of athletes and kids we have in the area, and
Mm-hmm.
and really to just put it out there. Well, if you put the work in, it doesn't matter where you're from.
Right.
They find you everywhere now. So if you put the work in, regardless of where you're from, Colfax or small town, whether it's Colfax or New York City, if you put the
Mm-hmm.
work in and do things the right way, people will find you.
Well, Coach, that's the right spirit there, and I think the program this weekend was really sponsored and pushed by Alderwoman uh, Price Hamilton and also the United Way, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
Right, right. So a big shout out to them for making that happen and what have you. Again, Coach, if you got anything else you'd like to say before we get ready to get out of here, you're more than welcome to. If not, I'm gonna go ahead and close us out of here tonight,
Yeah,
sir.
just make sure everybody come out on Saturday. Come out and support. If you want to come out and parents, you want to come and sit and watch. Bring your kids. Hey, you're more than welcome. We're gonna have a good time, and it's gonna be a good experience.
All right. Okay. All right. Well, Coach Sykes, we definitely want to say thank you so much for sharing your insights and for the significant impact you're making there in Grant Parish. I know you working up in Shreveport at Booker T. Washington, but Colfax is home, and you're giving a big bridge back onto home. And we definitely want to also say thank you for all of the followers who followed us, who are following us. We definitely couldn't do it without you guys. We also want to say thank you to our advertisers, Math Makes Sense, National Auto and Tire, Sadler's Towing, and Long's Products for their continued support. We couldn't bring the stuff that Coach Sykes and his team are bringing to the community there in Colfax to you without those sponsors. Um, we also would like to remember to keep this conversation going about what you guys are doing. You can always make them comments there on our post or what have you. Also, I want to remind everybody again, we do have an election coming up in November. So make sure you go exercise your right, get to know who your candidates are and that kind of thing. We're not endorsing any candidates or anything, but we definitely like to, help educate the community and let them know what's actually coming up. Um, again, we want to thank everybody for tuning in this evening here on the CenlaGOAT this evening. We're proud to have CenlaGOAT. That GSU Tiger coach Kenny Sykes with us tonight on UrbanCast. All right, and for everybody out there, y'all have a great evening.
All right. Thank you.
All right, you're so welcome, Coach. Hang tight 1 second while I end it.